David, 36, male, was a dentist working every day. He was the father of 2 young children and trusted his partner, Lily, 30, female, more than anyone. She was meant to be his rock and life partner. Lily's dream was to explore the world. She was very intelligent and had acted like a respectable woman for years, so David wanted to make her dream come true. Even before their wedding, he couldn't imagine living his life without her. They were married for 6 years before their first child was born. 4 years later, their second child arrived. Shortly after their second child's 5th birthday, Lily celebrated 10 years of employment at her company. Their life seemed perfect. They celebrated by hosting a party at their home. Several of Lily's colleagues came over, and it was only the second time David had met them in all those years. Everyone appeared really nice. Many people complimented David and Lily, and the kids got out of bed to meet their parents' friends. David noticed nothing unusual about the party or the people there. Lily seemed a bit excited and jittery, but that was her usual behavior at social gatherings. Unbeknownst to her, David was saving up for a trip to New Zealand to celebrate their upcoming 25th wedding anniversary. He worked 6 days a week and looked forward to the trip more than any day off. He often thought their area needed more dentists. Just days after the party, and right before he planned to reveal the trip to Lily and the kids, his mother-in-law, Susan, texted him. Her message was brief. "She's cheating on you." David replied with a string of question marks. When Susan didn't respond, he called her. Susan sighed and admitted that many people knew about Lily's affair with a colleague. David was stunned. He asked why Susan or anyone else had never told him. Susan said she didn't want to reveal her daughter's secret, but decided he deserved to know after so long. She mentioned that Lily was eagerly looking forward to an upcoming business trip, and that Lily had confided in her that she felt guilt-free during work trips with her affair partner. Susan admitted that Lily might be enjoying the affair more than her marriage. David asked Susan about custody of the children. She started saying that Lily was still an excellent mother and suggested David could let Lily have them. David hung up, realizing Susan and Lily cared only about themselves. Determined to take back control, David explained the situation to his lawyer, feeling foolish for not seeing the signs. The lawyer advised him to gather evidence before confronting Lily. So before Lily left on her eagerly awaited business trip, David asked where it would be held and wrote down the address. Lily probably thought he was asking for safety reasons. She kissed the kids goodbye and tried to kiss David, but he pulled away. She didn't ask why and left, which made David realize she no longer cared about him. David planned to surprise Lily at the address she provided. He left the kids with his mother, Carol, who was very excited to see them. Carol lived independently, 45 minutes away, and was not comfortable driving often, so the kids didn't visit her frequently. David needed her help now more than ever. Arriving at the address of a luxurious hotel, David found the room for Lily's company event. He recognized several people as he walked around, recording on his phone as he searched for Lily. If she was openly spending time with her affair partner, David knew this was the best way to gather proof. People he had met before stared at him. One woman gasped and fixed her gaze on him. David knew he had caught Lily. With an audience of about 80 people, David finally made eye contact with Lily, who had another man's arm around her waist. Just before noticing David, Lily appeared to be having a wonderful time. David was in shock. Lily dropped her wine glass as he felt an anger he had never felt before. He thought about flipping over a table, but focused on recording the scene. Trembling, he rhetorically asked if anyone cared to reveal the truth about Lily. No one spoke or moved. David asked Lily directly why she had cheated on him. Even though it didn't matter why she cheated, he needed an explanation. On camera, she stammered and said she didn't know why. David scoffed loudly and declared that their children deserved a better mother before walking out. Later that night, after returning home with the kids, Susan called, pleading for David to give Lily another chance. Susan said it wasn't her place to reveal Lily's actions, but now wanted David to forgive her daughter so she could return home. Susan admitted she didn't have room for Lily and didn't want her living with her. David laughed heartily and hung up. Susan and Lily had only thought of themselves. Susan was annoyed that everyone knew about Lily's affair except David. So she revealed the truth. Now that it was inconvenient for her, she wanted David to forgive Lily, not out of concern for her daughter, but because she wanted her house back. 2 days later, Lily called David, asking for forgiveness because she didn't want to live with her mother. She said she was sorry, but David knew her tears were about the consequences of her actions, not genuine remorse. David had already uploaded the video online and sent it to Lily's company. Lily and her affair partner lost their jobs. David used the saved money for a trip to New Zealand, which was now a celebration of being a father to his amazing kids. Carol took Lily's ticket. Lily didn't believe it at first, but threw a tantrum. David felt a mix of satisfaction and sadness as he realized that Lily missed out on her dream because of her affair. The trip to New Zealand was incredible and helped him grow as a father and heal as a man. Susan's guilt led her to expose her daughter's affair, motivated by her own inconvenience. David did the right thing by confronting Lily, recording the evidence, and refusing to forgive her. He demonstrated that victims should not be pressured into forgiveness and should never accept less than the vows their spouse made. Honest communication is the only way to resolve such issues properly. Here's the shuffled and renamed version of the second part of the script. In many cases, when one spouse starts comparing or festers a thought into a justification for cheating, it doesn't mean there's a specific problem with the relationship. It's crucial to shut down that temptation as soon as it arises by having honest conversations with your partner every day. Appreciate everything your spouse shares with you and work together to decide on the next steps. I wish you all the best. Now, let's dive into our next story for today. Alex, 28 male, and his wife Emily, 27 female, married young when they were 20 and 21. Alex met Emily through friends while attending university and quickly fell in love. Despite his past reservations about letting his guard down, he believed they were meant to be together. Alex earned his degree the same year Emily became pregnant. Their life was moving fast, but Alex felt secure and untroubled. His parents were slightly anxious, while Emily's parents were thrilled she was settling down and staying out of trouble. Emily didn't share much about her past, but she had a lot of friends. It often felt like Alex was sharing her with her friends throughout their relationship. After their son was born, Emily resumed her social life and insisted that Alex stay home with their baby. While she went out at least once a week, Alex agreed to this arrangement easily, feeling like they were living the perfect life. However, he soon wanted to spend time out together, but Emily didn't trust their parents to watch their son. This frustration grew because Alex believed their parents should help and adore their grandson. So, the routine continued. Emily went out with friends, and sometimes Alex watched the baby while she went out. This separation was unsettling. Before Alex could address it, Emily began acting oddly. She would tell Alex which friends she was meeting each night, but she started mixing up names and forgetting details. When Alex pointed out these inconsistencies, Emily claimed she had to lie to her mom about who she hung out with because her mom disliked one of her friends. Alex didn't believe this excuse. It seemed alarming that Emily couldn't keep her story straight. If her mom disliked a friend, it wasn't a complicated lie to manage, and it shouldn't affect her honesty with Alex. Wanting to avoid an argument, Alex noticed Emily was on the defensive. One night, while Emily was out, Alex called his mother-in-law, Lisa. He asked her who Emily said she had been with the night before. Lisa was clearly uncomfortable and evasive, swearing and sighing heavily. Lisa eventually admitted that Emily was seeing someone else, attributing it to her immaturity. Alex was shocked and hurt. Lisa justified Emily's behavior, suggesting that if Alex could overlook it this time, Emily would learn and grow from the experience. Disheartened, Alex hung up. Seeing his son, Alex felt shattered and knew he would never be the same. When Emily returned, Alex confronted her with what he knew. Emily broke down, looking at their son, and pleaded for forgiveness, echoing Lisa's claims of youthful mistakes. Alex found it frustrating to hear her speak of what she didn't deserve. To him, she didn't deserve his trust or their happy home. He had dedicated himself to her, despite being only a year older. This betrayal was the one thing Alex had sworn he would not tolerate in his marriage. Fueled by these thoughts, he told Emily to stay with her mom, taking their son with her. During the divorce, Alex knew he needed solid evidence of Emily's affair. Unable to get information from Emily or Lisa, he served subpoenas to Emily's cell phone provider. Emily, up. Learning this, requested a protective order to block his efforts to prove her infidelity. Thankfully, the court sided with Alex, granting him the right to pursue discovery, which revealed clear evidence of the affair, including images and texts between Emily and several other men. The evidence showed her plans to meet her affair partner and 2 other men. Alex won primary custody and began to heal from the ordeal. He started dating a wonderful woman, Sarah, a young widow with a young daughter. About a year and 2 months ago, Alex felt his story was preordained, as if he was always meant to be with Sarah and be a father figure to her child. He believed he had grown wiser and seen through Emily and Lisa's manipulative tactics. To others in similar situations, Alex's experience demonstrates that one should not accept betrayal as a mere mistake due to immaturity. Infidelity reveals a lack of respect and readiness for marriage. Alex set an example by separating from the cheater, seeking support and evidence, and not settling for less. Thank you for listening to today's stories. If you enjoyed them, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, share your thoughts on what happened in the comments below.